Hello and welcome to another lawnfawn video. Today we're introducing our brand new mini stamp set Aloha and its coordinating dies, so let's go ahead and check it out. So first up we have the adorable pineapple in this set, and then we have accessories for it. So we have two different styles of smiley faces, and then we also have little rosy cheeks for those smiley faces too, and then a pair of sunglasses for this awesome cool pineapple. We have the sentiments Aloha and the fun punny one I pine for you. So now I am using my Copic markers to add some color to these fun images, and I love this combination of yellows for the pineapples. I'm creating shading at the bottom, but also shading in all of those little diamonds too, and it really makes it look nice and dynamic that way. And then I'll go ahead and color in the leaves at the top, adding shading around all of those curves too. I'm going to bring in a darker shade there of green just to add a little more shading to the top. Now here are the coordinating dies, and I'm going to go ahead and either bend them apart at the tabs or use my wire snips to separate them, and then I'll line them up with my stamped images and run it through my die cut machine. And I just love that the dies cut it out just perfectly, and this pineapple is just so cute when it pops out of this die. And so here you'll see that we have this great little pineapple and a little pair of sunglasses too. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp a little smiley face onto my pineapple, and then here you can see how you can layer those sunglasses on top, and it just makes me laugh. It's just so adorable. So next up, we are going to be creating a magic slider with this set. So here is the magic color slider, and I have cut a bunch of pieces here. So we're going to go over all of those, but first we're going to cut a piece of acetate with that die, and then a little tab out of some white cardstock, and also a magic slider pocket out of some white cardstock and out of some raspberry cardstock too. I'm also going to cut that track out of raspberry cardstock. Now here I have the oval that comes in the magic color slider set, and I'm going to put that there, run it through my die cut machine, and create an oval shaped opening in my card. I'm going to go ahead and fold along the score lines that the die created for me, and then from this one that I cut from white cardstock, I'm just going to trim off one side, and this is going to be the white cardstock piece that I am going to color that goes on the inside part of my pocket. So I'm going to take that little white cardstock piece and just adhere that down into the pocket. And then I'm going to get some post-it note tape, some low tack tape, and just put that on either side of the pocket to keep it closed so that when I'm stamping, the pocket's not going to be in my way. So you'll see I'm just going to secure both of those sides, and then I'm going to be ready to do some stamping. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp in some jet black ink, which is perfect for Copic coloring, and I'm going to stamp that pineapple right there on the middle. Then I'm going to stamp the smiley face and then the sunglasses right on top of that. Then I'm going to take my acetate piece that I die cut earlier, and I'm going to layer that right on top, right in the middle of my magic color slider pocket. And I'm going to take some low tack tape, and also I'm going to hold that acetate in place so that I can get my stamping done. So here I have some StazOn jet black ink, which is ink that is perfect for stamping onto acetate because it's nice and permanent on a slick surface. So what I'm going to do is stamp that pineapple, and I'm going to get right on top of this whole scene there. I'm going to line up that smiley face and then line up those sunglasses, getting right on top of it to make sure I line up everything perfectly. And then now I have an acetate piece with my little pineapple on it too. Now sometimes StazOn ink is a little bit of a hard ink to stamp with. Sometimes you don't get a completely perfect line. So all I'm doing here is taking my black Copic marker and just going over any pieces that may not have stamped absolutely perfectly. And I'm going to fill in those sunglasses a little bit, and doing that is going to make it look perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and color in my pineapple just like I did before, and I'm coloring directly there on the inside of the magic color slider pocket. I'll add some color to the leaves there on the top, and then I'm going to work on my scene. And this is one of the really cool parts of the magic color slider because this scene is going to reveal. And so these colors are my perfect and most favorite for sand, and I'm going to create kind of a dark to light look because doing that kind of gradient looks really cool when you reveal it in the magic color slider. So then I'm going to repeat the same thing with my sky, but this time creating the dark on the bottom and then going light towards the top. And so I'm just going to keep blending all my markers together. I find BG13 and BG11 a little bit hard to blend, so I always touch my BG11 marker to my BG13 marker. I pick up a little ink, and that helps me create a medium shade to blend the two together. Then I'm going up in lighter and lighter colors all the way up into the top, blending it so that it has that perfect gradient. And I keep closing my pocket to make sure that it looks really, really good, and it's going to be perfect for this whole magic slider scene. Now that I have that whole area colored, I'm going to take some 1/8 inch score tape here and put that all the way around that oval opening. Once I have all of that placed, I'm going to take that acetate piece that we stamped earlier and I'm going to line that up with my pineapple. So you'll see there, I'm going to kind of move it around until it lines up perfectly. Then once it's lined up perfectly, I'm going to take my Post-it note tape, again, that stuff is awesome, and I'm going to hold it in place in that perfect placement. So you'll see I'm going to put some tape on either side of that acetate piece. Now that that piece is secured, I can start to remove the liner tape of the tape that's around the oval opening. And this is a perfect way to make sure that everything lines up. So I am going to just close my pocket and then I'll press down really well so that it picks up that acetate piece. And then I can go ahead and remove those Post-it note pieces and everything is going to be held in place perfectly. Now that this part is all done, we can start working on the actual mechanism. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out my Push Here stamp set, and I'm going to take out the Pull Here sentiment, and I'm going to stamp that on the tab that's going to go inside the magic color slider. Then next, I'm going to take my nice strong tape, and I'm going to layer pieces all the way alongside the track, on both sides. So you'll see I've got one side done, and now I'm doing the other side too. The next step is to insert the tab into the magic color slider. And you'll see at first it's a tight fit, but all you need to do is just move it back and forth there right into that opening and it's going to start moving really, really well. Once you've done that part, you're going to pull the tab all the way through and that is going to be your guide as to where you're going to place your track. So now we can start to remove the score tape on one side of the track. So we're going to take all of that off and then we're going to line it up, butting it up against the outer tabs of that sliding mechanism there. So we're going to just line those up just like that and then line it up right against the other side of that tab and then we can push down really well, remove the other liner pieces, and then all we need to do is close the magic slider just like a book and press down and you have formed this awesome interactive card. I honestly can't get over how cool these are because you're going to see the whole scene's going to color in and that gradient background looks so cool. So there's a little banner die included in the Magic Color Slider set and the I Pine For You sentiment fits perfectly in it. So I stamped that there out on some sticky note cardstock and I'm going to layer that on top of my Magic Color Slider with some foam adhesive. I'm going to trim down some Grasshopper Line Dance paper. I really like the bright green with the raspberry cardstock for summer, and then make a little card base to coordinate with it. Then I'm going to line that pattern paper right on top of the card base and then put my magic slider right on top of that. And then now you can see the card is done and it is just so cool. And I love how not only the pineapple colors in, but the whole background colors in too. It's just so fun. And I think this would just make anybody smile. And you can see, I play with these things all day. So if you just keep it on your desk, it'll totally make you smile. Now next up we have some really cute cards from the design team, and first up we have a card by Yanea that is just adorable, and I love how she made the pineapple the O of the scripty Aloha die. Then this card by Lynette is so pretty. I love how she combined it with some previous sets. It's just perfect for summer. Then this card by Elise is just adorable. The scripty Aloha die is a perfect fit for these fun little pineapples. And then here, the Celebrate border die looks perfect on Elise's card with these fun party animal pineapples. And then this card by Lena is so cute. Aloha is a perfect match to the So Smooth set. So I cannot wait to see what you guys create with this Aloha stamp set and also that magic color slider too. So make sure to share it with us. Thank you so much for watching today and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!